American actress Lena Dunham is feeling the wrath of the LGBTQ community.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. Fucker! I apologize now.
It's a real hornet's nest, by the way. You don't want to start poking around at the LGBTQ community. It can be really catty, as we'll see from some of these responses on Twitter. But why? What has Lena Dunham done to upset the LGBTQ community? How has she put her foot in it this time? Well, this is how. She tweeted, "When I go, I want my casket to be driven through the NYC Pride parade with a plaque that reads, she wasn't for everyone, clearly, but she was for us." Who can arrange? Why, the king of the gays shall arrange it. Go to your local embassy. It's the one with the rainbow flag outside. In all seriousness, though, how can narcissism be this far off the scale? A straight person saying, "Hey, look, gay people, when I die, don't celebrate your sexuality that year. No. New York City's Pride Parade is going to take a different turn that year. You're going to carry my coffin." Hello, is that the NYC Gay Embassy? I'm not sure who can arrange this exactly, but I would like to request 6 of your strongest homosexual men for a funeral. I want them to be greased up and naked, and they're going to carry me to the beat of a drum. I'm getting all tangled up in the logistics of this now. Who would organise that? Who could arrange that? The hypothetical death at some point in the future, would that be written into her will? Isn't Pride in a certain month? Isn't it June or July? Like, what if she dies in December? Apart from all that, if you make your funeral arrangements in 2022 with the organisers of Gay Pride and you die in 2060 or something, what are the gay dignitaries of the 2060s supposed to come to the morgue? She's ours. But Gay Pride isn't until July, boss. You heard what the lady said. Keep her on ice. Anyway, let's get into this article that will do a much better job of explaining everything that has gone on than I possibly could. A Lena Dunham tweet drew a hailstorm of criticism on Sunday as the actress made a request on the social media site that rubbed people the wrong way. A number of users questioned exactly why Dunham would be honoured by the LGBTQ community. What the hell? And what have you ever done for LGBTQ? Sis, you ain't no gay icon. Meow. Pride is for us, not gratifying the egos of straight people who see us as accessories. Yeah. Well said, sir. Ma'am. Whatever. One user said, "It's called Gay Pride, not straight shame." As another added, "Girl, no, we don't claim you like that." Counterpoint. "We drive a photo of you through Jersey Shore with a sign that says, we're not sure who she is either." A great suggestion for an epitaph here. "She died as she lived, in a ploy for attention that was as puzzling as it was desperate." Finally, pure cringe. "Here, I found what you were looking for." The Golden Globe winner in 2014 was awarded by the gay advocacy group Point Foundation with the Horizon Award. Gay advocacy group. What does your foundation do? We advocate gayness, which is all good, it's fine. This award is earmarked toward a young trailblazer who really blazes a trail. A young trailblazer who has taken a leadership role as an advocate for the LGBTQ community, according to the Hollywood Reporter. There is no one better at conveying the ambition of today's young adults to overcome obstacles and realize their great potential than Lena Dunham. I don't know, I think I know some people that might be a bit better at overcoming obstacles than Lena Dunham. Dunham uses intelligent humour and compassion to present an honest appraisal of something our point scholars know all too well: the struggle to feel comfortable in your own clothes. Skin. At a gala where she received the award in April of 2014, the New York City native said that she was disappointed that she is not gay, as her sister Grace came out at the age of 17, and she got all the bloody attention. This just gets more delusional by the second. "I have always felt a strong and emotional connection to members of the LGBT community." She's talking about them like they're gorillas or something. She's been studying them. She feels a bond. They're human. It was actually a huge disappointment for me when I came of age and realised that I was sexually attracted to men. How disappointing. all your life expecting to be gay, and then shit, I'm not gay. They've got so much gay privilege, those gay people. So when my sister came out, I thought, thank God, now someone in my family can truly represent my beliefs and passions. My sister, when she's having sex with women, she represents me. She's doing it in my name, right? Because I would like to be doing that, but not for me, no. I just represent those people. I'm not one of them, right? I'd love to be. Just, damn you, God. So it turns out Lena Dunham does have somewhat of a history of putting her foot in it. A few years back, she likened speaking out against sexual misconduct allegations against Bill Cosby to the Holocaust. It's sort of like saying someone's obsessed with the Holocaust, she said. This is a huge issue, and it speaks to the way that we abuse power and the way celebrity allows for injustice, just like the Holocaust. She did later apologise on Instagram, saying, I'm already aware that comparing Bill Cosby to the Holocaust wasn't my best analogy. I mean, for me, calling anything Hitler or a Nazi or the Holocaust is just, it's redundant, isn't it? It just doesn't have the impact that you want it to do, because it's Godwin's law, isn't it? When you really, really want to emphasise how bad something is, you say Nazi, Hitler, or the Holocaust. But particularly on this occasion, comparing Bill Cosby to the Holocaust. I do worry that our generation hasn't gone through enough hardship sometimes when we're comparing Bill Cosby. Is Bill Cosby our generation's Holocaust? And don't get me wrong, it's a terrible thing for the victims, right? But as a society, should our response to the Bill Cosby sexual assault cases be the same as our grandparents' response to World War II? The threshold for what is a tolerable amount of existential threat in our lives just seems to get lower and lower, to the point where it seems that no amount of danger is acceptable to us. My grandmother spent a couple of years of her teenage life in Birmingham in the 1940s, going down to an air raid shelter every night in the freezing cold, because the Germans were dropping bombs from the sky on people's houses and blowing her neighbours to pieces, and eventually one night blowing almost all of her family to pieces. The freezing rat-infested air raid shelters, reinforced with sandbags, have been replaced by university safe spaces with petting puppies and beanbags. The sirens ringing out over the cities, warning of the incoming German fighter jets, have been replaced with trigger warnings announcing the arrival of a conservative thinker on university campuses up and down the country. You know, I think that might be it. I think Lena Dunham is the product of a generation of people who've never really had any problems. There's never been any existential threat to our way of life. And so you create problems for yourself like, oh, I wish I was gay. I'm so jealous of all the gay people. And then virtue signaling about, I supported gay people. That's what my legacy should be, because, you know, achieving anything real in your life now is just, well, meaningless. So you have to stand for something. So you want to believe that when you die, gay people are going to parade you through the city. This year's Pride isn't about us. It's about Lena Dunham. Let's raise her cadaver above our heads and celebrate the life of Lena Dunham. That level of delusion. And she kind of gives it away when she compares Bill Cosby to the Holocaust. Of course you're worried about whether you're gay or not. You're worried about being straight. Like the most normal thing in the world, the most average thing in the world is a problem for you. You wish you weren't that because your life is too easy. And Bill Cosby having some sexual assault allegations leveled at him from people that you've never met is, to you, comparable to the Holocaust. You hear some really horrible things happen in the past. You can't really feel those things, can you? But what can you feel in your life that's been perfect and been problem-free? Well, you hear of something nasty that's never happened in your life. It's about the worst thing that you've seen anything anywhere near you. And that's your Holocaust. That's That's what our generation is. Well, it's either that or Lena Dunham's just a complete fucking retard.